people king, big, just king, king. Happy, many down, many jack king from right, just new king, big, great, can, new, happy. The owls are not what they seem, the owls. People very just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king, king. Happy, many down, many jack king from right, just new king, big, great, can, new, happy. The owls are not what they seem. The owls are not what they seem. The owls, people very just king, great king. People error, people king, big, just king, king. King, happy, many down, many jack king from right, just new king, big, great, can, new, happy. The owls are not what they seem. The owls.
These my dads make it hurt.
And whoosh.
People talking.
Oh, it's Danny. Danny likes, like a channel member, invoked it with the power of the magic colon emojis by typing colon Danny colon. Hello. I see the assassins have failed. I am General Griswold Gaiusgrim of the Second LARP Ingression Protocol. This is a virtually not alone production. I am literally, as the kids say, not alone right now. Here with me is Jonathan and Joe of the Estuary Road Trip. Present this tab. Shares.
Scouts of the general.
They've been scouting out these little dots called estuary meetings. Boy, howdy, this unmarked, or well, you got one in Arkansas marked. Anyway, this is them. The link is at the top. They've made this trip so far. They're at the Grimgriz part. Look how far they have to go. Where PVK is on the way, as well as Nathan Dafriel, all the way up at the top corner of the country. Do you see how they drastically avoided Florida? Joe told me a story about that. In case you didn't know Jonathan Demir, he makes videos like this one, psychedelics and normalization. Oh, but first, I do owe you all this new savings throw versus mind control with the fancy pants new heart die we have. You see, We'll be making that roll shortly. But first, you have to choose. You never talk. Explain to the people the savings throws and how those work, Joe.
Oh man, I haven't been watching since we've been on the road trip barely at all, so it's hard to remember exactly.
It doesn't. The ritual doesn't change. Sir.
You have to choose heart or
Mind control.
what? You have to choose between heart, social, and wisdom, and
The red one.
If you don't remember, you don't get to do it.
I don't know. I don't remember.
The bodily.
Does looking at it help you?
No.
Survival.
Survival. Yes. of
Oh,
course.
I guess that's such a sacrifice. So you choose between your will to survive, your social network, your accumulated wisdom, or the power of your heart as how you'll resist the mind control you're now experiencing through your device screens in an intimate fashion. So intimate that you're virtually not alone. With me and Joe and Jonathan and all the others in the hive mind, such as No New England Leg, Cale Zeldin, Luke Thompson, oh hello, Gojo Gavin Palmer, and Upcycle Club. Hi everybody, and Paul with the Denny invocation. All right, so survival, social wisdom, or heart. Choose. Like Dolby surround sound effect version of the dice there. Ah! Oh, just for Joe, survivalist. That's a 1. That's a 1 for you. No bonuses. Bonuses can't even help you. Socialists, they could help you, but they better, because that's only a 7 chakra 7. Wisdom, folks, you got the too many dice in your hand. Trinity there. New fancy pants heart die though, coming in strong with the baker's coven. 13. Indigo kids.
Magical 12.
Indigo kids. What's that there? Oh, you paired it up with the socialist with also a 7. And now the stuff Dumir puts on the internet.
View on the hallucinogens, psychedelic substances.
I feel like I was primed by Joe Rogan to be pro psychedelics, and I ended up trying to treat my depression with them.
Yes,
some psilocybin mushrooms.
On your own?
It was yeah, I did. I couldn't get in with the state-sponsored official, but I knew a lady who had some access, and I think certain minds might. It's because it's like with these AIs and alignment. It's like we come out of high school programmed to be a certain way, and for some people, if you're ever going to break out of the programming, it's going to take something like that, or like a life tragedy that pulls you out of following the rat race long enough to be like, there's something more going on here.
Yeah.
And for some people, it's psychedelics, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it for everybody.
The rat race to rabbit hole pipeline.
Is if you believe what everybody else believes, then here's the path you follow. And that's deteriorated a lot as like we went from 3 networks to cable to internet. Like the cohesive narrative that everybody was following is similarly diffused by the will and grace of programming. So
yeah,
the destruction of the family is nigh complete.
Yeah. What's the path out of that? My wife was talking to me about that.
It's I don't know. We have to, I think nobody, see, one of the things that Paul let me let me show people, was that Seth is a god. And like most people know it as like Netflix now. But like people essentially made altars in their homes and would spend hours in front of it, being like, this is what normal is. Like Will and Grace is normal now. This is normal now. And it's funny because like historically the Druids made their magic wands out of Hollywood, right? So it's all right there for you to see. But that we need some form of communal renormalization, like communities coming together and renormalizing what's actually normal and healthy. And I don't know how to get there from here, except that
Midwestuary 2025, August 22nd through the 24th in Elmhurst, Illinois. A weekend you won't want to miss, with special guests Cale Zeldin, Paul Vanderklay, Rod Dreer, Elizabeth Oldfield, John Vervaeke, and Jonathan Peugeot. Midwestuary 2025, the Fellowship of the Spirit. Stay tuned for more details. Visit us at midwestuary.com for ongoing updates.
a new and spontaneous ritual. Joe, you are tasked with finding a way to tune this and play the shanty on it. It was gifted to me in the capacity to play a little shanty, but in the return trip from the Pacific Northwest, it has become horribly detuned, and I have no idea how anyone would tune such an instrument. Meanwhile, Dumir Jesmond says it's so cool to see you do mere miracles by connecting the corners of the corner. And that, oh yeah, Cale Zeldin is speaking at this Midwestuary thing. Maybe even writing a sonnet. LARP! We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. LARP! We have the ability to LARP and LARP hard. That was a McMo one, I think. I believe that was a McMo masterpiece. I think that was his stylistic impression, signature thereof. Okay. This just in, Joe. That's a kalimba, and it's weird to tune. So when you figure out how to tune it, be sure to make a YouTube short of the tuning process. You all, I'm sure, have been tuned in to the Road Trip Estuary channel on the YouTube. You can get there by going to this here website, estuaryroadtrip.com. It's pinned at the top of the thing where you normally find my Ko-fi. It's up there. And in there, you can go to videos to get to the YouTube channel where this video just came out. You can watch on YouTube. You can share this tab instead.
Here we are in Frederick. As you may know, we ended up being stuck in the Maryland area for a while because we sprang a leak in our oil.
Turns out we didn't know. And you know why we
House.
didn't know? Because you weren't effectively making update shorts. However, if you go to the channel like this here now, this year now, you can see that under the shorts department, they have begun. Oh, look, here is one.
Relief project.
Look, this is him working with the hurricane release project.
Yep.
You're having a seizure. So now you can follow along even closer now you can follow along even closer on their estuary road trip journey. On the road trip journey. Right after this, the segment where Jonathan tells us astrology stuff because breaking news, there is a super fancy event emergence happening on the September 21st of this year, right?
Yeah.
This year, he says.
We need to articulate the good.
Yeah.
I will quote Fifth Element and say that time is not important. Only life is important.
I keep remembering the scene from The Fifth Element where the guy is like, time is not important, only life is important. What?
Time not important, only life important.
All right, so Jonathan, we're in your segment now.
Yes, it would be my pleasure to give you the update about astrology. Of course, as you know, I'm always down to show astrology. I'm also into other things, but this is what we're talking about today. And
there's a balancing event happening between right in the middle with you, between Midwestuary and Southeastuary. Is that correct?
that I would say something of that sort, yes.
And while there is yet to be a physical on the earth manifestation of this event, astrologically, it will be manifesting this way.
Yes, if you would, yeah.
You want to put the thing up?
Sure.
I have to remove this one. Add that one. There you go. It's on the screen there, pal.
Go.
You can make full screen if you want.
Sure. This is where we're at right now. July 14th.
That is July 14th, yes. Now,
yeah.
Why would anyone call this a balancing event as you go
Well,
on?
we're getting there. I mean, we could jump right to that if you wish.
All right, fine. Get to the event. Show us the event.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see that. Here's you got Midwestuary right here.
Stop at Midwestuary. Stop. When's that? What? All right. This is the astrology predict. This isn't even the prediction because, they know where the planets are gonna be.
Yes.
So this is how it's gonna be, unless big asteroids move shit around on astrologically at Midwestuary. And what can you tell us about this reading? Read there.
Well, interestingly, there is a new moon at 0 degrees of Virgo on the 23rd.
A new moon. That's when it's completely black and full of potential.
Yes. And similar to a solar eclipse. A solar eclipse is also a new moon. Or wait. Yes, that is correct. And then you can see...
And the new moon is when in that?
That is on the 23rd of August.
That during the Midwestuary.
Yeah, you can see that on the day of Midwestuary. You got the sun moves into Virgo, and then there's a new moon right there. Kind of cool.
The sun moves in, and then new beginnings in the Virgin.
Yes.
Check. All right.
It is, yeah. And
hold on. Everybody else on board. There's a Virgin moon thing right when Kale is giving Midwestuary drinks after the first day's event, probably the night after the first one, or maybe it's the night of the second one, somewhere in there, Virgins and new moon,
something like that.
And then,
if you go a little further, you got this little configuration there, and then there's solar.
Wait! You know what? I think we should jump forward in time.
Yes.
To the other estuary.
Okay.
before we do the balancing
When
event.
is the other Easter again?
According to this fancy pants website, what do they call it? Southeast Jewelry. Even so, it's October 17, 18.
Okay.
October, we're checking the here. This is the beautiful tab there. No, I'm showing this one. Oh, man. There, this. That's beautiful. Even so, come see the dialogos between Jordan Wood, Esther Meek, Jordan Hall, and Chris Green, Nadal Sherry Joseph, and contact us.
Yeah.
Over at that, and the astrology for that there is now going to be.
Sure, it's like that. That's what it's gonna look like.
That looks like very all spread out kind of evenly.
In certain ways, yeah.
What's that clump on the left?
You got the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, which is gradually becoming closer. In this shot in particular, they are moving back into Pisces, and then they're going to go forward and meet up precisely in Aries again pretty soon in February.
Okay, so there's these signs are hanging out, and then they meet up during our meetup. What are these signs?
This one, it appears on the day of this event, you got a nice trine. You got a conjunction of Mercury and Mars trine the North Node.
Right. But the ones dipping back into Pisces, you said.
Yes. They're still pretty close together, but, they're like 4 degrees apart.
But like they're doing a dip back into Pisces at the time we're doing this meeting.
Pretty dang close. Like if you look, just
they're on their way into their dip.
Yeah, on October 23rd, just right following, Neptune moves back into Pisces. So they're hanging out there for a little bit.
And then they're on their way. Okay. Now go to the balance one on the 21st of September.
Okay. Right.
So say we all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ho, ho, ho.
The thing we know about gay babe is that he's a dog, and also it's participatory. And I think there's a difference we have going on, where one side acknowledges it and they participate knowing that it's rigged, right? And then there's one, the other ones are just participating, they're playing along, they know it's rigged. There's a thing here going on where your acceptance of how to interface with kayfabe, how to participate in kayfabe, whether or not that includes the fact that it's fake and scripted or not, is it play? I don't. Like I said, this was the edge of my thinking aloud. So the archetype, at least as far as I can tell, that I'm trying to manufacture as a TV station as part of mass media propaganda, is that of us as fire ants coming together in small intentionality networks that will eventually achieve synchronic harmony. Hermio. We're into the sea of bullshit, forming small networks that will eventually come online. Now, I don't want to be an ant, but a shitty architect, so what the hell else do you have out there? Nothing.
It has come to my attention that Demir needs some water, and also that in the voice chat they're continuing to try to homosexualify the men and women of the TLC. As reports by Matt C, they just came off a Prince music session in the voice chat. I'm very concerned. Try not to do more than 6 hours of this voice chatting a week. I think that might be a healthy limit. Now back to the event, the emergent balancing event happening on September 21st, 2025, if you will.
Sure.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's that. You got a solar eclipse happening on September 21st, and it's happening right at the very last degree of Virgo. Interestingly, there was a new moon at the first degree of Virgo, and then you got another new moon also in Virgo. That's pretty rare that you get 3 lunations in 1 month, so that's cool in and of itself. But you also got all these other cool balancing things where you got Mars and Venus in this balance, the sun and moon, and then as you can see, I kind of overlaid. This is called the astrochromogram.
Nobody can see your subtle overlay of the astrochromogram.
Let me
but
bring it to the fore, as it were.
as you can see in that there image, it's not a regular thing. There is something in the background. That something is this here, the astrochromogram.
Yes, and this is for any of you who may know the Formscapes YouTube channel. Formscapes. This is his logo. He has some great content, great educational and philosophical videos and other.
All right, cut his promo. Get
Okay,
to the
yeah.
point.
So it's basically a way of understanding the
What are all those weird symbols on that color wheel?
Those are the astrological planets. And
oh, really? What's the red one?
The red. This is Pluto, and this is Mars. The Sun, Venus, Uranus.
Mars is orange and not red. I thought it was the red planet. Who made this shit up?
It's kind of more orange if you go.
It's more orange, he says. All right, what's those purple ones down at the end there?
Okay, then you got Saturn and Jupiter and the Moon, Mercury, Neptune.
You count the Moon as a planet on this color wheel?
Yeah, traditionally they consider it a planet.
All right, now how does it map to your balancing?
Okay,
hoot name?
so yeah, this help. You can see that in this situation, you got Pluto and Uranus, and there's kind of a balance of sorts there.
So like they're in the opposite spots that on this cosmogram.
They're like it's kind of like
an inverted mirror
you can see
version.
Some like some opposites in relationship. You got Saturn and Neptune kind of opposites in a sense right here. And then you got Jupiter and Uranus kind of opposites, and then Mars and Venus kind of opposites. And the Sun and Moon.
I don't know about opposites, but they have a distinct like
a distinct
dynamic tension on in angles.
A certain symmetry of sorts.
Like they don't seem to be directly opposed, but definite symmetries.
Yeah, also in
like a heaven and earth symmetry, perhaps.
Something of the sort, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of a neat happening. And then following that,
it doesn't matter following that because what we were announcing is that during the eclipse there's a weird balancing act, and it's right between two mystical estuaries of our own devices. So perhaps there should be an emergent event on September 21st, 2025. Perhaps discuss. And now, in case any of you are interested in these estuary road trip fellows, I gotta remove and share this. These people, we're gonna do what they call a style Q&A now. Here's a presenter invite guest. Here, you guys can come on and ask questions, or we'll type them from the chat, or we'll say, oh, nobody has any questions. That's sad. We'll go away now. You guys pick. Meanwhile, All right. We have our first question over here. What are we doing? Why does that like that?
Welcome, Embody.
Do that. The first question we have for you, Jonathan, is it says you're all the way in Oklahoma, and yet the last video we have is apparently from Franklin, which is still in the Maryland area.
We've been over this.
What could possibly be behind that?
There's a lot going on, It's a lot. a lot of don't want to burn myself out. You know, I gotta prioritize staying present with the people I meet in person. Can't always be on my computer, editing, putting a camera in their face. But you are also very correct that we could probably do better in this regard. And I appreciate your encouragement and pushing us to do better. You're definitely our number one supporter.
All right, we have a question from Gavin Palmer. Did GG pass the Frisbee filter?
That's a good question. As we mentioned, there are a few requirements to join our super cult, which is, of course, a joke. Which is,
Is he asking if we played Frisbee with?
Yeah, we got to play Frisbee.
Gavin asked if I passed the filter.
Yeah, we got to play Frisbee with you.
Yeah.
They failed to play Frisbee. Judge that card of the show is 5 of hearts.
Yeah, we have to Frisbee check you.
He's not a tame wolf, says Neil Daedalus. He's not a tame wolf, he says. Nobody more. The questions are pouring in. Get yours in now so we don't miss it.
I should pull up the stream so that I can watch.
Have you fixed the kalimba there?
No, but I have discovered something.
There's been a discovery.
This is, in fact, a coconut.
It is, in fact, a coconut. Built, crafted from an actual coconut. Notoriously hard to tune. Obstacle Club has come up with, have you considered my side quest adventure on your way to Seattle?
We have not looked further into it yet. I suppose for context.
It seems to be some sort of secret side quest. Should it be revealed?
I don't know if it's necessarily a secret. He basically suggested that we go find that guy who
1, 2, 3 home free. The guy that has the sheep that pull around his cart, and he makes cheese from them, and he's
I have never heard of this man, and you've been asked to see if he actually exists.
Oh, he exists somewhere out there.
To find him and verify his existence as a side quest.
Yes, and interview him was part of it.
Wow, guys! If you get a side quest, it's usually the main quest. If you know what I mean. Neil Daedalus has a question. When do you leave? When do you leave Grimm's abode for Texas/California?
We were hoping to go to an estuary tonight and then return. Maybe even bring you with us. But I could check my email. We haven't heard back.
Yes, definitely check your email before you make these baseless accusations that he has failed to contact the 2 estuaries to the south of Dallas, and the one in Dallas has.
We might go.
Not responded.
It's either tonight or next Monday, and then there's also ones probably this Thursday in Texas. So we might go, maybe even do a group adventure, and I don't know. We'll probably be on our way within a week, getting west.
Speaking of which, yes. There's this thing. What happened is that this is them making their trip, right? Let me see if I can hold on. Uno momento. Here is tab. Open bigger. Share this tab instead. Am I sharing? No. Here. This whole leg of their trip seems to be completely devoid of estuaries and contacts. But I was under the distinct impression that Pastor Paul had CRC infiltrates in the Phoenix and/or Tucson era, where these guys are likely to die in the desert from poor planning and van mechanics. And so if you or anyone you know is in this area, that could be a lifeline for our brave estuary adventurers. Or if there's any estuaries in those areas we're not informed of, please reach out and let us know about the DEI in the desert, according to Neil. Brian says, I just emailed regarding estuary BCS. If that's the Thursday one, I don't know what BCS means, but
I think that's one of them. It's like that's. Are you one of the people who? What's his name?
Brian of College
Brian.
Station as BCS, perhaps.
Yeah. So he said it's on this Thursday.
That's the Thursday one. The Thursday one is on.
Yeah. On the website it says it's the first and third Thursday, so that might not be this.
He has to look at a calendar to figure out what that means.
Yeah, so that's not.
So whether this would be the third
that
Thursday.
would be this coming Thursday.
Right. So you apparently have an email about that now waiting for you.
Nice.
Look at the magic possible with the power of.
Yeah, he just. He just sent it 10 minutes.
Isn't that something special? It's almost enough to.
Although this world will devastate you, and rejoice although this world will penetrate you, and rejoice although you will not survive. Rejoice you'll never make it out alive.
Excellent rehearsal, gentlemen.
And rejoice. Your hair, it smells like burning hair. Oh, rejoice. Your nails all got shoot off. Oh, rejoice. And holy fuck, you're bleeding there. Oh, rejoice. You burn your whole beard off. Rejoice despite the fact this world will hurt you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will kill you. And rejoice despite the fact this world will tear you to shreds. Rejoice because you're trying your best.
Hey, I love that one, dude. That's gorgeous. Thank you, brother. Wait, who's that brother?
Andrew Jack.
Oh, Spatch is great. He says, rejoice, it's over 100 degrees outside. These guys are like, oh, it's so hot. And I'm like, but this is where you're going? This is your path. And you're telling me it's hot now? Lucky for you. Sandy loves the singing there. Matt says, how wild it must be talking to me in my living room, and I keep hitting video segues.
It's amazing. It's a remarkable experience. Also, Brian, we will probably be there on Thursday. Woo!
Woo! Oh, woohoo! He said. That's what we call a live performance of this.
There's a lot of whistling past the graveyard going on, for sure.
Whistling past the graveyard. That's a good one.
Yeah. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! You know.
Everyone's gonna see a lot of that. You understand? So apparently we don't have a very questioning crowd, which is why we don't normally do Q&As.
Yes.
Matt is surprised that I have a Thumbie. What? Not surprised. Not surprised. It was a gift from Jasmine in the special event last September. Apparently this what do you guys think? Do you think we can manage to spontaneously combust an event after Midwestuary, before?
Yeah.
Southeastuary?
Something probably. Maybe at least a camp out. Probably.
Yeah, at least a camp out.
We'll have to consult with the AI people about where we could best view the eclipsing.
I'm pretty sure it's not visible from the United States, but it might be. I don't remember.
Well, if we have to fly to Cyprus to watch a damn eclipse, I'll certainly do it. Okay, the balancing event's coming. These are us in the estuary, boys. Oh, wait. Have you hit 88 miles per hour on your journey?
How many?
88 miles per hour.
Definitely not, because the van doesn't go that fast.
That's a definitely not. The van is incapable of those speeds.
I think we probably got like 80, 81.
Yes.
81. There is no flux capacitor.
But the speedometer reads as like 4 or 5 miles an hour higher than that, so it feels like you're going fast.
Uh-oh, here he comes to the rescue with questions in hand. Mr. Fats. Oh, look, we get focused on Jonathan for the intimate view.
Hey, we have guests. Company.
Shadow.
Hey, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow.
That's Buddy in the corner there. He's sleeping, though.
Buddy's very chill.
I am shocked that when you drop the link, like almost nobody ever joins. That's weird.
Is it weird or am I awesome and intimidating?
Why would you be intimidating?
I have no idea.
It's pretty tall. Not that I'm intimidated, but you know.
Yeah, Grim. How tall was Grim? Grim, were you? You're not that much taller than me. I think I have the picture we took at somewhere.
Yes, you were here once, Cred.
I was, but you did not invite me to your place.
Well, you were a damn near homeless person on a crazy ass road trip with no safety net. So
this is very, very, very true. How long are you guys going to be there?
Oh, we're still figuring it out, but probably less than a week, you know, because we're hoping to go visit Texas. Then we'll probably stop back here for, you know, a day or something. And then, I don't know, we're still figuring out with Grim. We haven't really spoke about it much.
I give them 3 days at a time. They have 3 days, and then they have to leave. And then they can come back for another 3 days.
Yeah.
But they can't stay more than 3 days at a time.
Is that because of the Didache?
No, I just think that's a good policy because otherwise people get attached to being here because it's so fucking awesome.
I think the Didache has you beat by about almost 2,000 years on that policy.
Speaking of which, if you're interested, it's a new package I'm offering. Contact me on the side to arrange your stay for 3 days.
Sandy says, what kind of questions do you want? I have no idea. Maybe, I don't know, anything that comes to mind.
Sandy asks, how long is this trip going to be? Which is what must have come to mind. This trip being here as visible, this journey across America.
Yes.
You guys should definitely pull across and do the coast road, though.
Might do that.
And not do this actual pass through, because it's worth doing the coast road for sure. Especially in a van like y'all's.
We'll probably end up doing something along those lines.
Yeah, I believe someone else suggested that already.
It looked like they have late August as the end there at the Midwestuary event. What Midwestuary event, you ask? Oh, only this one.
Midwestuary 2025, August 22nd through the 24th in Elmhurst, Illinois. A weekend you won't want to miss with special guests Cale Zeldin, Paul Vanderclay, Rod Dreer, Elizabeth Oldfield, John Vervaeke, and Jonathan Pajot. Midwestuary 2025, the Fellowship of the Spirit. Stay tuned for more details. Visit us at midwestuary.com for ongoing updates.
Are you shunning Southeastuary as well, Jacob?
I'm not shunning it. I don't know if I can make it. But Jason is getting married the same weekend as Midwestuary, and I even if I wanted to go to Midwestuary, I wasn't going to miss his wedding.
He means almond tree. He likes to use fiction names.
I like to use people's real name.
It's
Are you guys
the almond tree wedding event of the century. Apparently, she's a goddamn succubus or something, and he's lucky to have her. So we're all excited for him.
Are you guys going to meet up with Sartori in Texas?
We have floated the thought. The thought has come up. We haven't. Yeah, perhaps. Hopefully, that would be cool.
Talked to him yet, though.
Yeah, we haven't reached out yet, but.
And he apparently also has not reached out to where you can reach out to arrange a visit at estuaryroadtrip.com.
Yeah.
You look up here at the top. It says plan a visit. If you click it, it'll try to open your Outlook. So if you just copy email address, and then you can send it to and say, hey guys, come deliver your services. You know, your services.
Hold on. So you're coming to Los Angeles?
They seem to be going all over the entire country.
Dude, and you haven't contacted me?
Dude.
No, they have this on their website, Jacob, where it says plan a visit of the Remember and Body road trip. I don't even think Van Donk has planned a visit, and they've got so much fucking intel on the horrors and atrocities that occur in estuary meetings.
They've all been great. They've all been great.
The world will hear.
What is this website again? Plan what?
The world will hear about what goes on in these estuary places, and it'd be real good if Van Donk heard it first. But he hasn't even contacted these guys infiltrating and investigating each of the estuaries by Afriel's criteria, which I'm supposed to be holding you to.
I mean, you know, there's been pretty good protocol following.
The thing is, we can't go into the details that Afriel asked on stream right now because of the other things that would be revealed were it to discuss the happenings. So it's very spicy stuff. I don't know how to deal with it other than to stream about it. But it's
who's
pretty
Chelsea?
Well, I think, you know, there's some exaggeration. We've had some great estuary meetings.
And we have talked to Van Donk.
Okay, who's this Chelsea person that I don't know?
That's the website designer, completely unrelated. Not sure why it's on there.
What was the question?
Chelsea.
What about Chelsea?
Right.
Chelsea,
Why is anyone asking questions? Why is that name on the trip?
It says Los Angeles, Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
It's a stop. It's a stop on the road
Chelsea.
trip.
So the people who we put on the map are like friends who were planning to visit. You know, have a friend
And or couch surf with.
And or couch surf. And
that's a stop.
Chelsea's a friend. You can also see Ziv. Ziv is a childhood friend of mine who lives up in the West Coast.
Oh, people can. Hold on.
And yeah. But you know, yeah, we'd love to meet you too, man.
Anybody anywhere near that line, they're willing to squiggle that line.
Yeah.
To meet with you, just grab that email.
Well, I mean, they're going right through Los Angeles. If you're going right through Los Angeles and you don't come and visit us at one of our estuary meetings, you just don't like us.
Yeah, no.
There are red dots. Those red dots are supposed to be estuary meetings. This is an estuary road trip.
Yes, perhaps I should add like a legend that says like what the color of the dots means. Yeah.
Well, we would be a yellow dot.
Yeah, you could be a yellow dot if you like want to be a yellow dot. That's cool.
Well, what's a yellow dot and what's a red dot and what's a green dot?
The red dots are the estuary meetings.
We should be a red dot.
Yeah, no. So I think
there are two red dots in the region, as you can see. But if you're upgraded to a yellow dot, then they'll eat and maybe sleep with you or in your house.
Well, you're welcome to sleep on the floor. I don't know if I'll clear out the bed for you guys, but I do have a cat and a dog, and my apartment definitely smells like cat and dog.
They're at my place with 4 cats and the kayfabe, so they are troopers.
It's been a real treat to be able to hang out with people's animals. I love hanging out with animals. They're nice.
All right, Spatch has a question here. He says, are they hitting any national parks? Was it a national one that Gavin housed you in? Or I think that was a state park. That was a state park. Are you hitting national parks?
We do intend to, and I think we've like driven through a couple, and we've had some. But I don't think we've actually made any stops at national parks yet.
Oh,
so.
But if you donate enough at estuaryroadtrip.com, they'll do whatever you want, including stopping and filming things in the national park.
That's true. Sometimes the national parks are like free camping. Yeah, we appreciate all the support, y'all.
So I don't usually actually tell people my cell phone number because my rule is if you're too dumb to find my cell phone number on the internet, you're probably too dumb for me to talk to.
I see.
But I emailed you my cell phone number.
Got you.
I got to point out, man, that also applies a moral filter of behavior to who will or won't get your number. Like,
What do you mean?
You got to be some kind of
I will keep
person
it secret
to go
and
look it
safe.
up on the internet.
I'll keep it secret.
No. Like, I tell people, go ahead, look up my cell phone number on the internet. I dox myself all the time. It is actually pretty easy to find out exactly where I live, pretty much everything about me on the internet.
Heard that.
Yeah, I bait the assassins too. We haven't earned our points, I guess. What incarnation is going on around here is the only thing we got resembling a question.
I see a good thing from Sandy. She says, only estuary near me also does not exist according to the link, but if you check out Top Estuary Hub, the address is correct.
So some exist, and the list seems to be failing over at estuaryhub.com.
Sometimes.
With inaccurate information
wonder-
where desperate people can or cannot find a meeting.
There's probably kind of like the early church. There's probably like secret underground estuaries that aren't on the website.
I can see why with what you revealed about some of the estuaries they've attended, get a hold of them, Van Donk.
We talked.
They would not be public on the list.
They've all been great. They've all been wonderful experiences. Very happy to have gone to all of them. Highly recommend going to your local estuary and also other ones. Yeah.
All right, I've done my service. We're going to go get an expensive dinner. I'm Jonathan. Bye, everybody. Oh, goodbye.